Greetings, fellow test subjects. Test subject 1337 here for Aperture Gaming. They make it, we test it, and you play it. On today's episode, I'm reviewing Samurai Jack: Battle Through Time. Now, the game is available on multiple platforms, and I downloaded it from the Nintendo Switch, so that's why I'm using this instead of, the official title thing. So, let's get right into the review. Series. I think officially it is I think the game officially is a standalone, but unofficially I think it's the sequel of sorts to Samurai Jack: Shadow of a Coup. Team. The people, this game comes to us from Adult Swim Games, which is basically Cartoon Network. So, yeah, it is a officially fully licensed Cartoon Network product game. So yeah, the characters look like they do and they sound like they do. So yeah, it's from Cartoon Network Adult Swim Games. Plot. The game takes place around, I don't want to spoil it too much, but it does involve the show, and Aku, sensing that he might be in trouble, has to play an evil card up his evil sleeve, and sends Jack to a realm of things that he does remember, that he kind of remembers, or might be completely different. It's a place that's in between time, and Jack has to battle through the various elements to escape from this place that's in between time. Gameplay controls. Gameplay is a third-person hack-and-slash platformer. As Jack, you run around an area, you collect items, you fight enemies, and you jump. And here's what: as you play through the game, it has a few elements of Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. Aside from the sword, you can pick up some projectile weapons like shurikens, or here's what: you have a bow and arrow at some point. And here you have to actually equip the bow and arrow, and then you have to equip the arrows to load it. So that's pretty interesting. But yeah, the weapons you have, if they keep being used, eventually they will break. So you either have to get them repaired, or you have to buy new ones from DA Samurai, DA Space Samurai, from DA Samurai. And also, yeah, there's like bamboo sticks. There's some stuff you acquire from enemies that drop them, or you find them in treasure chests. So, or from DA Samurai. Yeah, and while you're fighting, Jack's G will get damaged. The more health he loses, and you can either replenish your health by equipping a food item or health item to a quick command button, or you can pause the game mid-fight and eat something to restore your health. So a little bit of Breath of the Wild elements right there, but still, yeah, like I said, third-person hack-and-slash platformer. Graphics. The graphics, it is great. The game looks incredible, and it looks just like the show. They put the time and the effort in, and like with the show, nobody has the black outline around them. So I know there's some games that go for the whole cell shade effect, but this game did a really good job of making everyone look like they're supposed to. Audio. And not only does everyone look like they're supposed to, but they sound like they're supposed to. Jack is Jack, and all the other characters are there. So yes, like I said, since it's officially licensed, they got all the voice actors, and I am loving it. And aside from voices, like, there's one thing I noticed right off the bat when I was first playing. In one area, Jack's walking through sand, so you hear the sand, but once he got to rock, they had the sound of his sandals on rock. So yes, they did put the effort in there, and I appreciate that. Multiplayer. No, I do not believe that this game will be multiplayer, but I have been wrong before. This is the second Samurai game I've reviewed recently, and case in point. Now, in my previous review, I said Ghost of Tsushima would not be multiplayer, but there was an announcement a while ago saying that there's going to be a special add-on content called Legends of Tsushima, where 2 to 4 players can team up to do a multiplayer online event thing in Ghost of Tsushima. It'll be a DLC, so I think it's either DLC or content, I don't know, but yes, so there will be multiplayer in Ghost of Tsushima. So like I said, just want to clarify that. But as for Samurai Jack, I do not believe that it would be multiplayer. Given the story of Samurai Jack, it does seem to be one player only. So, but hey, I've been wrong before, we'll just wait and see. DLC. At this point in time, there's currently no DLC that I'm aware of. However, okay, let's look at a few things here. I don't think the game covers every instance of Jack's life from the show, and there was a comic series at one point. And Jack, in the opening of the final season, he says he has been doing this for 50 years, so they can either use stuff that they have used from the show, stuff that never made into the show, stuff from the comics, and they have a 50-year gap of they could do whatever the heck they want with. From like the first 4 seasons to the final 5th seasons, they have plenty of wiggle room, so there could potentially be DLC, which would then lead to new characters, new stories, new equipment even, so yeah. Issues. Alright, some very minor nitpicks. There was one area where I thought there was supposed to be audio, I'm not sure if there was or wasn't, but I didn't hear anything. There was one area where with the way Jack was holding his arm, little graphic thing with his sleeve, but no big deal. But aside from like a few, just some minor nitpicks, nothing. I got no complaints. So stuff that could be easily ignored or forgiven. Buy, rent, or pass. If you couldn't tell from my overall gushing, yes, this game is a definitive buy. If you're a fan of Samurai Jack, buy the game. Overall score. If you couldn't tell from my overall gushing, deja vu. Yes, if you are a definitive fan of Samurai Jack, deja vu again. But I am proud to give Samurai Jack Battle Through Time a solid 10 out of 10. It is great. It is fun. The game, it looks like Samurai Jack. It sounds like Samurai Jack. It plays like Samurai Jack. It is Samurai Jack. I'm pretty sure I'm not the first person to love this, and I doubt I'll be the last person to love this, but hey, thank you for coming to my channel and watching me heap the praise upon it, that, like, it needs even more praise, so yeah. So, yeah, Samurai Jack, Battle Through Time, a solid 10. Well, that's all the time we have for this episode. Thank you for watching. This has been Test Subject 1337 for Aperture Gaming saying thank you very much, and as always, game on. Have a nice day.